everybody. We want to get back to that breaking news, and that is the prosecutor's office here in New York is looking to file to dismiss those criminal charges against the former head of the IMF. We're talking about Dominique Strauss-Kahn. So again, they are looking to file that those charges against Strauss-Kahn should be dismissed. We want to get to Anne Bremner. She's an attorney at Stafford Frey Cooper, a lawyer. She's on the phone with us. And Anne, you know, I just pulled up an interview you did with us back in early July, and you said the case against Strauss-Kahn may crumble. Well, here it is. It's definitely crumbled. Yeah. Playing out as you expected. Not surprising?
Absolutely. It's not surprising at all. And I actually expected there might be a dismissal sooner than today, but of course it's sooner than tomorrow, which would be the date for a hearing where they could formally move to dismiss the case against Strauss-Kahn.
Is it just that the housekeeper, that her stories were just so inconsistent? I mean, it's you know, it's a hard case here, because who's to say that, you know, she's not wrong to some extent in her charges, but that the inconsistencies, that really didn't make her a very credible witness, did it?
No, and we've seen it characterized as bombshell after bombshell, because it's not just that she wasn't credible, but there were demonstrable lies about her sexual history, about the night before involvement with somebody, but also an asylum application, of course, where she claimed a violent gang rape, which apparently wasn't true, claiming apparently a dependent on tax forms wasn't true. And then also a financial motive, some money laundering, or at least bank account irregularities, and then a claim of lying to a grand jury. So it's like you tick off bombshell after bombshell after bombshell, then it becomes that her credibility is clearly almost destroyed, and you can't proceed as a prosecutor.
You know, even if she hadn't already lied about the exact same things that she was making accusations about now, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty in this country, right? Which I think a lot of people in the media forgot, and it seems almost like people in the prosecutor's office forgot as well. Do you see heads roll now under Cy Vance Jr. or even his own? Anne?
I'm here. I just lost you for a second. I'm on a landline.
I'm sorry. Do you think that we're going to see heads roll in the prosecutor's office because of the perp walk, because of the damage that they've done now to Dominique Strauss-Kahn's reputation? Do they face some sort of responsibility for that?
It's so tough, because there's a claim for malicious prosecution when somebody's wrongfully convicted in a case, but those are tough cases to bring and to prove. But when you're dealing with a case that up front looked to be credible, a victim that looked to be credible, and this information was hard to get, the bombshells that went to her credibility and demolished it, those were some things that were hard to get. So heads rolling, you know, I don't know. Cy Vance is a real stand-up guy, in my opinion.
And I know you've worked with him or opposed him in the past, but how could you suggest that this victim looked credible? I mean, she'd already lied about so many things, the exact same things, in fact, that we're talking about here. What kind of credibility could she possibly have had?
Well, she was, you know, in the beginning she looked credible because they didn't know all these things. It took a while to unearth all of these things and then to confront her with all of these things. That's what they're going to say. Now, I don't know the exact time of everything, but I sure as heck have been a sex abuse prosecutor, and sometimes these kinds of things that are in documents, that are in different state departments, they're hard to get right in the very beginning, but they sure confronted her with all of the lies. And they're documented, so they're doing the right thing at the end of the day. And
just quickly, the lawyer for the hotel housekeeper, he has asked for a special prosecutor to be assigned to this. How does that kind of complicate what's going on here? Anne?
It broke up again. I'm here.
That's okay. The lawyer for the hotel housekeeper has asked for a special prosecutor. How does that kind of complicate the judge's decision, just quickly?
Basically, it probably won't. The judge can make this decision, and getting a special prosecutor in this circumstance, you can't go choose your own prosecutor unless there's a conflict truly with the existing prosecutor.
You were quick. You were great. And as always, thank you so much. Anne Bremner joining us on the phone to break down the latest news on Dominique Strauss-Kahn.